I did that.
Oh, you're so good, Dave.
Everybody heard that who's listening live right now. The wife said I was so good.
Did she just say you're good?
She did, dude, publicly. It's like, this is actually going to be forever.
Like, that was legit. She literally just gave you a compliment publicly.
Publicly. I actually set her up for it. She didn't realize it was happening.
But she did it is the point. Steph would rather die than do that. So we are officially live, everybody, with episode 36 of the Almost Daily Show. That's a big 3-6-1-9er. Tango down, tango down. We got a whiskey foxtrot. We got a whiskey foxtrot under 6.
I like when you talk like that to me, Chan.
I like talking like that too, and I'm glad you like it. It makes my heart smile.
You know we're getting stuff done when you're talking in code.
It's true. Nobody knows what we're saying, but we do. We're super proactive.
I want to give you a quick shout out. I think we've gotten more work done in the last 4 weeks with Out of the Cave Media than I've probably ever done in my lifetime. It's been pretty impressive, my friend.
Oh man, we are like productivity ninjas. So we get on a meeting, and then within 12 hours, we already have everything like hammered out, organized, moving, and on the right page. It's incredible.
It is incredible. We get some real cool stuff coming down the pike and stuff we're working on with our clients. So it's really cool. I'm excited about it. It's
like the idea that we're always chasing excellence with everybody we work with. So we need to figure out ways to communicate better. We need to figure out ways to make sure everybody understands what's going on. We need to figure out ways to make like online education happen for people. So if they can't utilize our services, they have another option. And there's just so many different pathways that would take like a larger or another company 7 years to create. But us, we get it. We know what we're doing. We have our processes down, and our little team works like champions.
That's right. So let's talk shop today. I heard a rumor that we were going to review Instagram.
Yeah. So the topic of today we got as a question because we get at least 1,008 questions from each episode.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of questions. So we shift through them all. Most of them are really good. So by the time we're in episode 9,000, we'll be done with them all.
That's true.
And today's episode is devoted to Instagram. Instagram is a beautiful tool. So I don't know if you ever watched that show where he says, hey, we take a picture, we upload it on the line, and then it's on the photos. And someone was like, that's Instagram. He's like, no, that's instantaneous gram.
I like that.
Yeah. Take your photo, you upload it on the line, and it's there.
It's there, and it's always there. It's amazing. So different types of businesses obviously need to focus on different social media channels. And so I know a lot of the businesses we work with, the primary is Facebook. But Instagram is kind of number 2. And in some of our businesses we work with, it's clearly the number 1 channel that they're on. So how come? Like, what's the reason for that? And why is it so important to utilize and participate in Instagram?
Yeah, so a long time ago, Facebook made the decision to purchase Instagram, which was a great decision for them. And after they purchased it, they focused on like allowing Instagram to have its creative direction on its own. And it scaled up to a place to where it's probably the second behind Facebook and maybe YouTube, second or third. And so now Instagram, when we look at the market demographics, they're rapidly aging up and they're moving into the same demographics that Facebook has. And so what we're finding is if you're marketing on Facebook, chances are you should be marketing on Instagram at the same time because your demographics are going to be strikingly similar. And it allows you to capture maybe more of a new age market or a market that's more interested in the aspect of the pictures and the videos and not the cluttering of Facebook with everything. It's just more simple.
That's right. I think that's why I like it. I mean, you get to go on uploading pictures is fast and easy. And you can publish as many as you want, really. I mean, we were always talking 5 to 7 a day from a business standpoint, but you're able to push them out pretty quickly. The people following you, you can choose to follow or not follow people. You're able to see what's going on with them and scroll through. And it's an easy tool to use, and it's an easy tool to get in front of and build a great following.
Yeah, and when we look at the way we want to grow on Instagram and the way we want to build our presence and make sure people are aware of what we're doing is number one, we obviously have to post pictures on Instagram itself, the platform. And I always tell everybody, if you post something like 2 to 3 times a day, once every probably 3 hours, you won't annoy people and get unfollowed and stuff like that. So number two, the utility behind Instagram is hashtag culture. So you'll get in a lot of arguments with marketers and stuff, or people who think they know marketing about like, oh, you can't use hashtags, blah, blah, blah. Don't use 20 hashtags. But in reality, if you want people to see what you're doing in the demographics that they're in, you need to use the hashtags to get in front of those people. And if you're in hashtag culture, you need to embrace the culture. If you don't want to embrace the culture, get off the platform.
I like that.
Yeah. You're never going to be able to fight the culture in the platform. All you can do is embrace it and utilize it to its fullest extent. So you've got pictures, you've got hashtags, and then you've got locations. So you can actually set up like you're checking in. So you post a picture, you check in at that location, and now you're going to pop up on that location search in regular Instagram. And so those are 3 big ways to actually build your following as a base. And then once we get outside of that one, what we want to do is we want to go search for hashtags. So if you're a local business, search for your city name, and you want to go in and like and comment on everybody's stuff to make sure they're aware of you. And chances are when you do that, they're going to go look at your profile and follow your business. And now you've created the awareness around what you're doing with more people. And then the other thing you can do, wait, Dave, you have something to say.
Here it comes.
Go.
So ultimately, when you're looking at this type of a platform, it's one that you want to build your following, but then strategically you can go in and get yourself put into other people's followings, right? So locally, we're in Danvers. So, if I hashtag Danvers, it's going to put my photo on the Danvers page as well. So anybody that's looking at the stuff in Danvers, we will show up. So anyone else that looks at that hashtag to see what's going on in Danvers. So it's a way for you to really expand your audience and the people following you and the people that you're influencing. It's just so easy, to get in there and actually put in that work. So don't just post stuff up thinking that that's all you have to do. Really identify, all the local businesses that have big strategic followings and make sure you get yourself integrated into their followings as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so you can get in front of businesses and you can get in front of consumers as well. And the way we want to get consumers to pay attention to what we're doing, there's a couple ways. Obviously, hashtags for your local area, or if you're not a local area, whatever your specific demographics are, there's probably a hashtag for it. So you should get a list of 5 to 15 hashtags that are relevant to that and use those to actually get in front of people so they see when you post. And then outside of that, you can also location target. So if you're a local business, you can target like, if you're a coffee shop, you can target industries that are similar to you. Or if you're a gym, other gyms that are similar to yours. If you have like a boutique gym, you can go look for 24-hour fitness and like everybody's posts on 24-hour fitness. And now they're cognizant and aware that you exist in your boutique environment. So you can start pulling people from those other avenues and places into your actual following, which is another big way to engage with people and get people to follow and pay attention to your brand. The other thing I think a lot of people don't understand or know how to do is actually put like call to action and stuff like that on Instagram. So what we really focus on with us is it's building the relationship and making sure people are motivated, inspired, and educated by you. But outside of that, when you're ready to throw a call to action or even like a blog post, what you want to do is you have the link in your bio. So you want to put the link to wherever you're trying to drive people into your bio. And then in the post itself, you post a picture up or the video and you say link to blog in bio, link to video, full video in bio, or whatever you want to do, you link out to your bio. So they'll look at that, they'll read it, and they know that they need to go to your bio. And that's how you get people to leave Instagram to go to your other platforms or go to your website or whatever you're trying to get them to do.
Right. So now, would you put in every link to everything you're doing in your bio, or would you go in there and edit that on a regular basis? So if you're pushing people this week to certain things, would you then go into your bio and edit what you're pushing them to when you're saying link to bio?
Yeah, so our bio, we usually change it about every 24 hours if we're going to do something. So we might have a blog post in the bio today. We'll give it 24 hours for people to see it and go through, because after 24 hours, they've probably forgotten about it anyway. Then we're going to post the next thing up. If it's a picture or if it's another video, that's going to be a new link that's in our bio. The standard stuff that we're going to have in the actual like piece that shows who you are and all that is going to be like, who are you? What do you do? How do they contact you? And you can also go to other platforms if you're trying to build them. So you can put like my Snapchat is this or whatever. So they see that, but they're always looking to go to your bio for the new links you're posting, the new information you're posting out.
Right. I think that's important. I don't think people utilize Instagram correctly. I think they do a lot of posting and maybe, surfing, checking out pictures, liking. But I don't think a lot of people aren't really, or businesses really working it correctly. So that you're putting out the calls to action, you're getting people to react. Ultimately in social media, you can push as much content as you want. If you're not strategically getting people to react to that content and actually take action with that content, you're usually failing, regardless of how much you're pushing out.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be an environment where you're like asking to sell stuff. It's post good content, get that content to link out to your other social platforms, get that content to link to your website or whatever you're trying to get them to, and you're going to drive them there anyway, and they're going to consistently drive there. And now with Instagram analytics, you can get on the analytics platform and you can look at how many people are clicking on what you posted, how many people are actually reached by what you're posting, what the best times to post are. So you can look at Monday through Sunday and organize like an actual schedule around the best times to post and be on there. And then the second thing we can use for Instagram is like Instagram Live. So you should try to go live a couple times a week now, especially because live is going to be available for 24 hours. It used to just disappear, but now with the advent of and the availability of the 24-hour live, you can actually go live and it's going to sit there and your followers can watch it for that whole period of time. And while you're live, it's going to tell all your followers that you're actually live. So it's going to try to drive them to it.
Right.
And then which brings us to the next piece.
More pieces?
More pieces. There's so much to it. So then the next piece that we look at is like Instagram stories, which is essentially a copy of Snapchat. But from what the kids tell us that we work with, they say, Instagram stories is Snapchat for old people. So when you look at this, it's the piece that the older people are on. So you're basically using Snapchat for an older demographic or an older market that the kids don't want to be on. So it's another useful tool. So your stories should be like you were saying at the beginning, 5 to 7 stories a day. You can post as many as you want. You're not going to annoy people because they can just swipe through or actually pay attention to it or click off if they don't want to be on it. And so your Instagram stories are like things that should be like behind the scenes. What's happening behind the scenes? What's happening with your staff? What are some of the goofy stuff that happens? What are things that people aren't expecting that they can see? I think we've tried to focus too much on the professionalism of stories and say like, it has to be this perfectly organized thing. It's something everybody else sees. Like you look at the gym market. Nobody wants to watch you do burpees for 25 minutes, but everybody wants to see your staff having fun and joking and enjoying themselves. And nobody wants to see a 900-pound thruster.
Behind the scenes, what's the actual real personality? Think of it almost like the blooper reel for the day. Just like what's actually going on and not what is manufactured or produced that's going on. Be real, have fun, right? Show the behind the scenes, and it's super important.
Yeah, it's huge. And we always say, be real, be human. The more overproduced we make a lot of this stuff, the less connection it's going to create with the consumer. So you're always telling that continuous story. Same thing in stories. So what I like to do in stories now is we put the story up, we tag whoever's in the story, then we location tag the story if you're a local business, because that's going to put you on the overall story for that area. And so more people who are watching that actual story are going to see it. So if you don't put the location tag, you're going to get probably a couple hundred less views at least. So you want to put that location tag in, and then you can even hashtag in stories now. So you can hashtag what you want. You probably don't want to put 500 hashtags in there because you're going to clutter it and no one can see it. So pick like 1 or 2 that you want to put in there and organize it, and then you have a good story. And then if we want to actually link out or do call to actions on stories, people who are high-level influencers who have a lot of followers are going to be able to say like swipe up to look at this. People who don't are going to just have to put, hey, link in bio if you want to watch this whole video, and they can link out to that bio.
So if you're listening to this and you're trying to figure out how to add the swipe up function to Instagram, you better get busy creating a following and actually doing all the stuff that Chandler just outlined for you, or you'll never have enough people following you to be able to use the swipe up function. You can't add it. You have to earn it.
That's right. Earn it, then you can use it, because then you're a champion.
Instagram champion. They should give out crowns for that.
They should, and they should have Instagram where champions are made, not born.
That's right. Good
And
stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully it helps anyone out there that wanted a little help with Instagram, wanted to really understand the platform. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments, and we'll be answering those forever. If you want to reach out and talk to us, reach out and talk to us.
We're here for you because we like you.
We like most of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most everybody.
Everybody first to actually make sure we like you.
That's true. And chances are we like everybody because
that's right.
We have a likable spirit, a likable drive. I think I'm more exciting when I stand and do this.
Yeah, I like it. I know I'm adjusting, but here we go. I'm going to be adjusting that bad boy up, putting it on a much bigger boom so I can stand on these.
Yeah. I'm going to put my everything up on like a string and then just do circles.
That'd be good.
It's going to be exciting.
It'd be like a kindergarten project.
Yeah. Hashtag incredible. We'll even eat glue while we do it.
I love it. All right, guys.
Fun.
Thank you for being on the 36th episode of the Almost Daily Show.
036. If you have questions, let us know. Otherwise, see you when we see you.
Later.
See ya.